based on their interests, such as artificial intelligence, engineering, architecture, management, forensic science and biotechnology, law, journalism, design, hospitality and many more. Here courses and teaching methodology are designed specifically to prepare the students for future jobs. AP Goyal Shimla University, where nature nurtures young minds. AP Goyal Shimla University, an international center of learning, having over 2,000 students from across 24 nations, getting a global exposure of more than 60 degree programs. AP Goyal Shimla University has something unique to offer to every student based on their interests, such as artificial intelligence, engineering, architecture, management, forensic science and biotechnology, law, journalism, design, hospitality and many more. Here courses and teaching methodology are designed specifically to prepare the students for future jobs. AP Goyal Shimla University, where nature nurtures young minds. AP Goyal Shimla University, an international center of learning, having over 2,000 students from across 24 nations, getting a global exposure of more than 60 degree programs. AP Goyal Shimla University has something unique to offer to every student based on their interests, such as artificial intelligence, engineering, architecture, management, forensic science and biotechnology, law, journalism, design, hospitality and many more. Here courses and teaching methodology are designed specifically to prepare the students for future jobs. AP Goyal Shimla University, where nature nurtures young minds. AP Goyal Shimla University, an international center of learning, having over 2,000 students from across 24 nations, getting a global exposure of more than 60 degree programs. AP Goyal Shimla University has something unique to offer to every student based on their interests, such as artificial intelligence, engineering, architecture, management, forensic science and biotechnology, law, journalism, design, hospitality and many more. Here courses and teaching methodology are designed specifically to prepare the students for future jobs. AP Goyal Shimla University, where nature nurtures young minds. AP Goyal Shimla University, an international center of learning, having over 2,000 students from across 24 nations, getting a global exposure of more than 60 degree programs. AP Goyal Shimla University has something unique to offer to every student based on their interests, such as artificial intelligence, engineering, architecture, management, forensic science and biotechnology, law, journalism, design, hospitality and many more. Here courses and teaching methodology are designed specifically to prepare the students for future jobs. AP Goyal Shimla University, where nature nurtures young minds. AP Goyal Shimla University, an international center of learning, having over 2,000 students from across 24 nations, getting a global exposure of more than 60 degree programs. AP Goyal Shimla University has something unique to offer to every student based on their interests, such as artificial intelligence, engineering, architecture, management, forensic science and biotechnology, law, journalism, design, hospitality, and many more. Here, courses and teaching methodology are designed specifically to prepare the students for future jobs. AP Goyal Shimla University, where nature nurtures young minds. AP Goyal Shimla University, an international center of learning, having over 2,000 students from across 24 nations, getting a global exposure of more than 60-degree programs. AP Goyal Shimla University has something unique to offer to every student based on their interests, such as artificial intelligence, engineering, architecture, management, forensic science and biotechnology, law, journalism, design, hospitality, and many more. Here, courses and teaching methodology are designed specifically to prepare the students for future jobs. AP Goyal Shimla University, where nature nurtures young minds. AP Goyal Shimla University, an international center of learning, having over 2,000 students from across 24 nations, getting a global exposure of more than 60-degree programs. AP Goyal Shimla University has something unique to offer to every student based on their interests, such as artificial intelligence, engineering, architecture, management, forensic science and biotechnology, law, journalism, design, hospitality, and many more. Here, courses and teaching methodology are designed specifically to prepare the students for future jobs. AP Goyal Shimla University, where nature nurtures young minds. AP Goyal Shimla University, an international center of learning, having over 2,000 students from across 24 nations, getting a global exposure of
फिर से बोलना है।
And this is for the audience that are here with us online. I request you all to kindly bear with us for 5 minutes. The chief guest will be here in 5 minutes, and then we will start our orientation session. With us online, honorable authorities, fellow faculty members, parents, and amicable students. It gives me immense pleasure to extend to you all a very warm greetings and a very warm welcome on behalf of Alakh Prakash Goyal Shimla University. It is my pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to grace this occasion. Together, as APG family, we mark another landmark of success. Allow me to welcome you all to this orientation program for the academic year 2021-22. On this pleasant and joyful morning of the orientation session, it is my privilege to welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Ramesh Chauhan sir, Registrar Mr. Balram Jha sir, Dean Academics Professor Dr. Anil Pal, and our chief guest, Mr. Sitaram Murdi ji. Mr. Sitaram Murdi is a former Director General of Police, Himachal Pradesh, a 1986 batch IPS officer. Sir, you have served Himachal in multiple positions. In your 32 years old career, you have served as Superintendent of Police, Shimla, Hamirpur, and Kinnaur, Deputy Inspector General, Southern Range, DIG and IG Vigilance, IG and Additional DGP, Law and Order, ADGP, Law and Order and CID, and DGP Prisons. Sir, you are also known for your well-known orating skills. So we are honored that you obliged us with your gracious presence today. Like any beautiful beginning is incomplete without the blessings of God, so is our orientation session. I would like to request our honorable dignitaries and guests to kindly step forward to light the lamp, embarking the beginning of a beautiful journey.
तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर
Thank you so much, sir.
प्रभृतिभिर्देवैः
Now, I would like to request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to kindly facilitate our guests, Mr. Sitaram Murthy ji. Thank you so much, sir. Class of 2021, welcome. Every conduct, every action of our lives require extraordinary requirements and adjustments, and so does education. In the world, less than 5% of the public are able to access higher education, and you all must feel lucky that you are able to access not just higher education, but high quality education here at APG. We here today at APG are going to start a tradition where we all stand before the Almighty and will thank Him for the life that He has blessed us with, and our parents who have not left any stone unturned in providing us with the best life. I request you all to stand at your places and clap for their efforts and indomitable love that they have given you all their lives. I request you all to kindly stand up. And this is to all our teachers as well, who help us in shaping the best of our lives. Thank you. Thank you so much. So the orientation session, it is basically to give you an overview what is special about being at APG, and we will do that with the help of a presentation. So I'm going to walk you through the presentation, starting with a video of our university and how has university grown over the years. So this is a glimpse of what your life at APG is going to be for the next 3 and 4 years. Now moving on to the presentation part, I would like to share a few details about the university and the events that have taken place at the university in the past. Welcome to the university. This is the aerial view of our university. I suppose there's a slight lag in the presentation. Yeah. This is the aerial view of our university, which gives a very good scenic view to the people in and around the university, specifically during night times when all of the lights are lit and it looks beautiful. So if we start about talking about the university and what our university actually believes in, so the speciality of APG can be distilled to these two particular points. First is providing you all with a world-class intellectual experience. And the second is giving unparalleled access and diversity. If we talk about learning at APG, so it can be divided into the following points. These points depict what a person achieves if a student is learning at APG, be it any course, any degree, but there are certain developmental activities that occur. You develop philosophical thoughts, you develop social thoughts, you learn how to become a very well-behaved social animal here. You understand formal reasoning, quantitative reasoning, creative practice, language and expression, and natural scientific methods and analysis. So these are few of the points that every student will take as he or she leaves the university with all the bags packed. This is a layout of the block guide of our university, which depicts all the 10 blocks that we have. If we talk about the infrastructure and facilities that are available to you, so they vary from department to department. There are certain central facilities, which includes central libraries, the playgrounds, the gymnasiums, the hostel mess, and there are other things which are departmental and are specific for each department. Be it the hotel management department, which holds a very good in-house capacity for their hotel and restaurant, a very good fashion designing lab with an in-house capacity of around 50 people at a time, where you can learn all the fashion techniques. Then we have specific moot courts for the law department and a separate library for the law department as well. So we have 3 libraries if we jot down. One is for the law department, one is specifically for the architectural department, and one is the central library, which encompasses books from all the departments. So you don't have an issue of the sitting capacity of the libraries. It is very good, and a lot of students can be accommodated at a time in the libraries. There are specific laboratories for each department where you can learn your skills, scientific skills, and enhance them properly. For the journalism department, we have a very well-established journalism studio, which was inaugurated by Sir itself, our honorable guest of honor today. Then we have artificial intelligence labs for the CSE departments in the Department of Advanced Computer Learning. Then if we talk about the students, so we have a very diversity. As I told you in the second slide of the presentation, our university has a diverse range of students that we encompass here. So we not only believe that we should focus on the national students, but our focus is also on the international students as well. So we have students from a lot of countries, around 30 countries, and the 29 states of India. So there are around 2,000 plus students currently at the university. And the students have a very good feeling about this university. We have a very amicable environment and atmosphere for the students. We support the students not only for their academic growth, but also for their personal growth. And during the COVID period, as we all know, it has hit us all badly. So the financial status of every family has gone down a bit. So unlike the other universities who during this time have decided to remove their scholarship schemes and the schemes that they were giving the students to support them financially, our university has increased the scholarship schemes, and we are offering a wide range of scholarships to different students who have different criterias. And if they qualify scholarships, then they are getting that. We have scholarship tests that are dedicated to different teams of students. So if you are among the top qualifiers of that scholarship test, then you get a scholarship here. So we are very student-friendly university, and we hope that you will have a very good stay at APG. As I told you, we believe in international relations a lot. So these are few pictures depicting the international relations and the associations with different countries. So this is the data of the libraries, which includes a lot of journals, a lot of book titles, a lot of India reporters, and Himachal law books. And most of them are available online as well as offline in the hard copies in the library. So this is the hostel infrastructure. Those of you who have opted for the hostel facility, we have double-seated rooms, triple-seated rooms, quadruples, and dormitories as well. So there are around total of 138 rooms that are available for you all. This is a glimpse of the APG family, the renowned and the experienced faculty of APG. These were the challenges that were posed during the COVID time. There was decreased means to pay the tuition fees in each family per student. And another challenge that was faced was a digital divide among the students. So there were students who were belonging to the states of India, and even the international students, some of them were facing network issues. And that was a problem because the students are not able to attend their online lectures, and which led to decrease in their attendance. So our university was very affluent in it. And what we did, we started and adopted the EdH program. It was adopted before the COVID came in the university, and it is still promoted heavily here. So EdH program, it includes, this is for all you students, you will be giving your EdH accounts, personal accounts, where you will be dealing with your online examinations. Your materials will be uploaded there. Whatever your teachers will be teaching you on daily, regular basis, they will be uploaded on EdH. Your attendance will be maintained on EdH. So now there is no asking for attendance in the end of the session. If you attend your class, it's online. If you don't attend, you don't attend it. So you'll be losing all your marks. So you have to be very careful, and you have to ensure that you take appropriate use of EdH program. This is a highlight of some of the workshops and the webinars that have been held at our university. And apart from the webinars, we have also been organizing certain fests for our university. So it is not only the academic growth and development or learnings that you'll be getting here, you will all be getting a personal development touch where you will be learning different skills and your hidden talents will be taken out. So ending with my presentation, I would like to share a short story, which is depicted by this image here. So what do you see? There's a farmer who's carrying 2 pots on his shoulders. One pot, on one side of the road, there are no flowers, and on the other side, there are lots of flowers. So the story goes by that one of the pot out of these was a cracked pot. So whenever the farmer used to fill water from the river and used to take those pots back to his house, he used to lose half of the water. So whatever he was left with in the end was only 1.5 pots of water. So the cracked pot was very sad, and he thought that I am a useless pot. I can't help my farmer. I can't help him get all the water that he has. He does the work, he does the hard work, but he doesn't get paid for what he's doing. So one fine day, this crackpot thought of talking to the farmer. And he said that I feel very sad, I feel very sorry, and I feel useless that I can't help you. I am of no use, right? So what do you think the reply of the farmer would have been? Okay, if I ask you that out of the two pots, which pot would you like to be? The cracked pot or the pot which is beautiful and beautifully built? It doesn't have any problem. From the students, I would like to, anyone who would like to stand up and tell me, which pot would you like to be? The cracked pot or the complete pot? The complete pot? Okay, so there's a lesson behind this, okay? Even if you're a crackpot, you're not useless. Why? Because whenever the crackpot, he used to carry this pot, right? But he used to water all along the field. The water used to trickle down, and the farmer had noticed this. The farmer replied to the pot that I know that you're a crackpot, and I took advantage of it. I wanted to turn your weakness into your strength. So what did I do? I sowed the field with flowering seeds all along the way on the side that I used to carry you. So when every day you were coming back from the river, you were thinking that you're a useless pot, but you were watering those seeds all along the way. And this is why there is greenery in the field. It is because of you and not because of the beautiful pot. So this is a lesson for you to learn. What is the lesson behind it? That you don't have to worry if you're a crackpot, if you have certain weaknesses. Let's say you have failed in one of your examination, you couldn't score good marks. So you don't have to let down yourself. You have to think positive about yourself. You have to turn your weaknesses into your strengths. So whenever throughout your journey at APG, you feel that you are turning into a cracked pot, don't just be like a cracked pot. Start and turn your weaknesses into your strengths. Endure your strengths. That is it for today. With this, I would like to request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Ramesh Chauhan sir, to kindly come forward and address the audience and deliver his welcome note to the students.
Very good morning to everyone present in this auditorium and live on the Facebook or our YouTube channel. My dear students, parents, faculties of APG Shimla University, really it's a very good day for me also that I got the opportunity to welcome you for this new session 2021-2022. After new admissions, as per UGC calendar. Whereas for the previous semesters, old semesters, we have already started classes from 16th August onward. So my special welcome is to new students, I will speak few lines keeping them in view, the new students and especially the parents, and some message to my faculty also, my deans, my HODs. These are very challenging times, as we know. We had passed through COVID-19 very difficult times, and now we feel, this is our expectation, that probably now this COVID-19 will be over. And we are coming from online teaching to offline classroom teaching, That's how we have thought, Whereas the government has given the instruction that we can start offline classes, but at the same time, the total onus is on the university administration and all of us, So we have to take care of all the necessary protocols that connected with the coronavirus, And we have to be very, very careful, when we come over to the classroom teaching and learning, especially students, they are very young, they have a lot of energies, and we do not have that complete catch hold of this coronavirus. And sometimes we may think that it may not affect us, so we should never think that, we have to be very careful. And whenever we come to the classroom teaching, as we have thought, we are going to start it, from the after this particular orientation program. This is the orientation, this is known as the induction program by the UGC, and this is induction program has been given by the UGC itself, This is a sort of introduction to new students and to parents about the university, about the curriculum, about the courses, and especially during COVID-19, how we are going to do it, it's introduction about that, So let me explain little about AP Goel Simla University. That with the blessings of our Chancellor, Professor Dr. R.K. Chaudhary, sir, we are working under his guidance, completely. So we have started offline classes from this induction program onward itself, And from 18th onward, 18th October onward, I feel, many students will be turning up, for these online classes. So this is one thing. Once we come over here in the campus, so we have to take a lot of precautions during taking food in the mess, and then during taking classes in the classrooms. As you have very, very nicely sat here, leaving one seat, with you. So we have to do all these things, as you have done, this, you have given a very good example today that we are following the protocol, COVID protocol properly, I would like to assure new students that AP Goel Simla University is a old university, almost it's a decade old university. It is being recognized by the UGC, it is recognized by the for different courses, for example, sciences by the AICTE, for law by the BCI, and for architecture, for example, by the Architectural Council, so on and so forth, It's a fully recognized university, and it's functioning under the act passed by the government of Himachal Pradesh. So there is nothing, that we should feel that university is not recognized. That's one point. And it's a very flourishing university. The history of the university is that we had the previous vice chancellor, those they have gone to very higher positions at present, if you'll see, And we had our pro chancellor earlier. He was also a director general of police, retired Professor Ashwini Kumar Sharma. So he was the pro-chancellor of this university, and he was also governor of Manipur and Tripura some time back. And even the wives of High Court judges, they have been working over here, and still they are working, many of them, So university is very, very, it's a flourishing. And as far as the campus is concerned, campus is also, it's a very beautiful campus, It's being set in such a, very beautiful environment, It's involved by beautiful trees, and climatically also, and weather point of view also, it's little lower than the main city of Simla. It's not very cold, So I would like to, because our students, they are coming from all corners of India and many countries of South African, continent, So you need not to fear for anything. Our infrastructure is intact, all the labs, all the studios. And recently, last year we had established media studio, spending about 20 lakhs rupees, with the blessings of our revered sir, R.K. Chaudhary Sahab. And sir, Sitaram Mardi sir, he was the chief guest, and he inaugurated that function also. I would like to say for today's function, the chief guest, Sri Sitaram Mardi ji, he's a spiritual person, let me tell you. He was a top police officer in Himachal Pradesh. He retired recently, few months back, and he's known for his reputation of being honest, And during COVID time, you must have seen the old people here in Simla, that we got a lot of guidance and counseling through media by his, I mean, media notes, So we really thank him, he had been giving a lot of inputs, how we should conduct during those very difficult time when the COVID had just started, So I'm really thankful to him that we asked him all of a sudden, and he readily he agreed to our request, So really, sir, R.K. Chaudhary, sir, even he told me to thank him, that he came over out of, because he's a busy person, and he goes all over India and even foreign countries for speaking. He's a known good orator, and especially for students. I know, I've taken him to Sri Satya Sai school also adjacent for some speeches from him, for certain guidances, So really, sir, we welcome you behalf of university, my registrar Balram Jha Sahab, and our deans and HODs and faculties and students, or from behalf of everyone, sir, we welcome you here. We have today here Suman Vikrant, sir. He's our advisor of the university, He's a retired engineer in chief from government of Himachal Pradesh. So he's helping us, He's advising the university in certain, so many things, His sir is also present. He's also a very busy person out of his busy schedule. He takes out time to give us, and to guide us here in this university. We, on behalf of the university and everyone, sir, we thank you very much to having come over here. We have here from CTPL, Tanu ma'am. She's working on the admissions, new admissions. We welcome her also. Out of her time also, she's here, we have control examination, we have HODs and deans over here. But don't think that we are thin here. Actually, we wanted less people here, because we wanted to maintain this protocol, and if you'll see, all our seats are filled, Many of our students, more than 500, they are on live on the Facebook, they are listening at present, Every student, all my new students and their parents, I really welcome you. I extend very warm welcome to all of you, wherever you are, and with your own, planning, you come to the university whenever you want to come, We are keeping a sort of blending type, online, offline teaching, We will not pressurize any student, any parents, that do this thing, We will be leaving on you as far as this particular session is concerned. But I would like to assure you that we are going to start classroom classes. If you feel your children to come over to the university, if students feel comfortable, you can take feedback from of this university or of this campus. So you're welcome. You can come, you can join classes, and you can come to the classrooms, In case you are not comfortable, you want little more time, little more days, we can give you, We'll start with blending, teaching and learning. Moreover, I would like to tell you that we had a software which our Dr. Prachi ma'am just spoke, This is a learning management system. It comes under LMS. Technically, it is known, Learning Management System software, namely EDIT. It has many facilities, for students as well as for teachers, as well as for regulators also. Whosoever you want to see anything, anywhere, they can see out of this with putting their password. They can check and monitor student. Faculty can check the students can converse with the teachers, and higher authority can also see what our teachers, what our universities, what they are teaching, what they are learning, There is a facility of uploading the resource material, Every faculty does it, And our faculty has become very, very adept, in this. Why? Because this particular system has been put, even before COVID, COVID came in March 2020, but sir, with the blessing of R.K. Chaudhary Sahab, we had established this particular system 6 months before the COVID, By the time this coronavirus came, our faculty had become adept in operating this software, So we did not feel any problem and any difficulty when the COVID came, That's a very plus point about this university, And we have taken about 9 examinations, online examination through this edit, and we did not find any problem and any difficulty, It's all transparent, So in offline teaching also, we are very, very comfortable. As far as online teaching is concerned, already our infrastructure and our classrooms, its cleanliness, our mess, our hostel, everything is ready, And I would like to request my students, they should opt for hostel, because our hostels are very, very at the very scenic place, It's being surrounded by a small river, rivulet, and there is a waterfalls, a lot of flora and fauna. And then we have around gods and goddesses, It's a very great blessing. If a person coming from Lucknow or Calcutta or Delhi, it's a heaven for him to stay here, because you never find, such a fresh air and this type of environment anywhere. That's why our slogan is that this is a place where nature nurtures the young minds, This is very true here. It's not only the slogan, but it's a truth, it's a hard truth, It's in reality, the nature is nurturing the young minds over here, With these words, I would not like to take much time, I request today's our chief guest, Sitaram Mardi Sahib, the former Director General of Police, Himachal Pradesh, and he's a Sai devotee also. He's a God-fearing person also. He's a very great orator. And above all these things, he's a very sweet, simple, and forward, and transparent, and honest person, Sir, behalf of my university and everyone over here, sir, I welcome you in this orientation induction program. And we will never forget the kindness you have shown, sir. And I really agreed to come over this function, Thank you very much, sir. So over to sir. Sitaram Mardi, sir. Thank you, sir.
Respected Vice Chancellor, Mr. Ramesh Chavan, the Registrar of the Universities, the professors, senior faculty members, and dear students. I had been once earlier in connection with the inauguration of a studio connected to journalism department, and this is my second visit. I just would like to say that few days ago, I was in Delhi in UPSC interviewing the civil services candidates and for the selection of IAS, IPS officers. So I found that some of them have done graduation in average university. Some of them have done BSc in nursing and BA or BSc in physiotherapy and things like that. But they have studied extensively on certain subjects, on the subject of option in the civil service, and came for the interview. I don't know finally who was selected, who was not selected. Recently, results were announced. What I would like to mention here is that the institute is important, but your own hard work is much more important. When the President Obama visited Jaipur, he was saying that today there is no difference between a student in India and student in America or student of Ivy League University in America, because all knowledge is available in internet. You type anything, you get information. So if you work hard and make the right use of internet, you can climb to heights in life. The institute matters, of course, it will groom you. The wrong grooming can finish your career. And right grooming is necessary with the right kind of professors one requires. For example, Dr. Ramesh Chavan, he said he's a Sai devotee, and he said I am also a Sai devotee. But I would like to add one more thing, that way back in 1972, Bhagwan Satya Sai Baba asked Dr. Ramesh Chavan, at that time he was not even a doctorate, what are you doing? He said, sir, I'm working in, I'm a government servant working in DC office. Baba said, professor. So he said, no, sir, no, Baba, I'm not professor. I'm a statistician in the statistical department and in the DC office. You are professor. That's how obliquely Baba refers. And he ultimately became professor and vice chancellor today. You are lucky कि Baba had destined him to become the vice chancellor of this university. And there is some divine will that it should happen this way. Baba has done that with many people. Once he in Bangalore, while inaugurating the super speciality hospital, Satya Sai Baba said कि Deve Gowda was sitting there. So instead of addressing him as the chief minister Deve Gowda, he said that Prime Minister Deve Gowda, and almost everyone who was there in the audience just laughed. They thought that Baba made a mistake. It was not a mistake. He predicted about, this is how he speaks. In fact, once Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, the Hindustani musician, was performing before Baba. He was being introduced as Padma Vibhushan Bhimsen Joshi. Baba rectified him then and there itself and said that Bharat Ratna Bhimsen Joshi. Bharat Ratna Pandit Bhimsen Joshi. So anyhow, that announcer said that Padma Vibhushan Dr. Bhimsen Joshi. He didn't say Bharat Ratna, but Baba said that. 7 years later, sometime in 2007 or 2008, Bhimsen Joshi ji was conferred Bharat Ratna. Like this, he predicted that Dr. Manmohan Singh that you are going to become the Prime Minister. He told Narendra Modi that you are going to become the Prime Minister of this country. Once long back, when he was very, very young, he said that there is one clerk in the Chief Minister office in Andhra Pradesh. He is going to become the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh and later on the Prime Minister of India. And nobody knew what he is talking about. And that clerk was P.V. Narasimha Rao, who later on became Chief Minister and finally the Prime Minister of the country. These are the examples I am just giving because if Baba said that Mr. Ramesh Chavan will be professor, that means it is the will of Baba. When there is will of Baba, the success is assured. The grooming matters. The people who are vice chancellors, people who are professors matter. You can be groomed well. So be proud of this university where the vice chancellorship was predicted and willed by the supreme power. It says not even a blade of grass will move unless the God wills. That also I will give you one small example. During the interview, one boy asked Baba that it is being said that not even a blade of grass will move unless God wills. That means every grass and every leaf will move and will take your permission to move. Baba said that the entire Srishti is the will of God and everything that happens in that Srishti is will of God. The boy was not satisfied. He again started asking. That means everyone seeks your permission to do everything. So Baba said, look here, Now I am willing that you will raise your hand. You raise your hand. So he raised his hand. But now I am not willing that you will be able to raise your hand. Now raise your hand. The boy was trying his level best. The entire upper part of the body was paralyzed and he just could not, what hand? He could not even lift his finger. That's how he demonstrated it is will of Lord ultimately going to prevail. So it is will of God that Dr. Ramesh Chavan to be the Vice Chancellor of this university. It is his will. When he wills, everything will turn out to be better for the university and organization. Why grooming by such people important? Yesterday, there was one video widely being circulated in social media. Probably some of you must have seen. The Shah Rukh Khan, his son was arrested possessing drugs. All of us know. The video says there was an interview by Simi Grewal long back. Shah Rukh Khan and his wife were there and they are saying that we are giving total freedom to our children. They can go in for liquor, drugs, sex, whatever is to be done, let them enjoy life. I'm not going to restrict. Has anyone seen this video also? Some of you have seen. What does that say? The grooming by the parents, the grooming in the university, college, all this matters. And today, I gave these examples only to motivate you to the extent that work hard, sky is the limit. It's not that key, don't be sad that you are in a private university. Think that you have ample opportunity in life. Life gives you a lot of opportunity. Simple degree is enough to become an ISO. There was one lady, I think Dira is her name or something. I'm not absolutely sure. She didn't even go to the college. You are talking about coming to this university. She didn't even go to any college and she became the IS officer and retired as additional chief secretary of Haryana. That's also possible. There are so many people who have gone through the correspondence course and this, that, and that, but concentrated on studies, general knowledge and other aspects of the civil service and have become IS officers. I think Mohit Chawla, who was SP Shimla and now he is SP Baddi, he also didn't have any formal education. There are many people, any number of examples you can give. So make use of your life. This is the life given by God to realize yourself. That part I will come little later. Have a right kind of attitude in life, a positive attitude in life. Never lose your hope. There are ups and downs in life. You may not score good marks. The speaker was mentioning that about crackpot being useful. Well, every life is important. Everyone can contribute. Try to appreciate. God has given something to everyone and everything to none. Someone is good in painting, someone is good in computers, somebody is good in mathematics. God has given something to everyone. Appreciate that quality of each individual. Teachers should appreciate the good qualities of the students. That is my advice to teachers, although I have no authority to advise anybody, anything, but still. There was a teacher called Paula Fox in Morris in Minnesota, in America. She was a math teacher. One day, she was explaining something, a mathematics complex concept which students could not properly understand, and they were edgy with one another, trying to show that they have understood. And she said, "Stop all this." she gave a piece of paper to all students and said that write down the name of other students and write the good quality in them. Just write the good quality in each student. So children wrote whatever they felt good about somebody. Then she went home, she wrote the student's name and listed all the good qualities other students found in him. And then she went back and distributed those sheets to all the students. Every student was so happy that I am having this quality. Now somebody is praising me for this quality, etc. And that's over. That batch of students moved on. The Paula Fox, the teacher, forgotten about it. Several years later, one of her students died in an air crash. And she was also called to attend the funeral, and all other classmates were there. And her father, that student's father, came and said that there is a purse found on the spot, and there is a paper sheet inside the purse. And I hope you can recognize it. And she went through. It was the list that she had given when he was a student about all the good qualities of the student. And then all other students started saying that I have also kept it in my album, wedding album. Someone said it is on the top drawer of my room. And somebody else said something that I have kept it here, kept it there, and I'm daily going through, etc. Now, what has actually happened was each student went through that list, the list of good quality, and tried to develop that. And they have thereby they have developed good qualities inherent in them. And some of the new qualities they have developed because other students have found those qualities. Now, why I am saying this is the teacher should appreciate, recognize and appreciate the good qualities of the students and encourage them to develop it. Appreciation should become a matter of habit. It should become a matter of habit. You are very good in singing. Your talk is very good. You are well attired for the occasion. Tell your wife that you have cooked the food. Excellent preparation. Every housewife expects her husband to comment on the food that she had prepared. Appreciate that. It's a different matter. Even I also forget to appreciate most of the time. But appreciate it. Appreciation of qualities, good quality. Appreciation of others should become a habit. And that will encourage the students to develop those qualities and become good citizens in this country. Having said this, I would like to say, I don't know how much time I am given. I will wind up accordingly. You can just give a slip or something, I'll close. Develop a good attitude. The attitude is basically the sum total of our thinking, feeling, behavior, emotions, all put together, how we perceive different aspects in life. It is said that the attitude decides the altitude in life. Now, the attitude of Shah Rukh Khan's son and Shah Rukh Khan created a severe problem for them. There are people like Dr. Manmohan Singh, Abdul Kalam, E. Sridharan, etc. They have reached heights in life. They're taking a book, start to finish, keep on occupying themselves one way or the other. Sir M. Vishveshwaraya is a very good example. Vishveshwaraya used to take only 1/3 of the salary. 2/3 he used to distribute to the needy people. He was a bachelor, he doesn't need money. And even Abdul Kalam used to contribute to needy people. They take minimum what is required. Dr. Vishweshwaraya, Sir M. Vishweshwaraya, he was having 2 pens in his pocket. The official pen for official use and a personal pen for personal use. Vishweshwaraya never wrote a personal letter with an official pen. And that was the level of his integrity he maintained. Totally committed to work all the time, right up to the right age, till his deathbed, till his death, he was contributing something or the other to the public. His life is meant for others. His birth centenary was celebrated in Bangalore, in which Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru attended. In 101st year of his life, when he was on deathbed, someone said that he is going to Madras, Chennai. And what should he bring from there? He said, the latest edition of Oxford English Dictionary has come in Madras. While coming, get a copy. I want to have it. The copy came and he died. Now understand the type of life this man has led. Thinking about society, contributing, and a latest edition of a dictionary probably you and I don't want now, but he was wanting it at the age of 101st year of his life. A busy, hectic life contributing to the society. An ideal example. We can give any number of examples. People can reach heights or sink depending on their attitude. So develop right kind of attitude. If a person doesn't know his job, then what is required is training. He should be trained to know his job. But if a person knows his job and doesn't want to work, what is required is change in attitude. There is a famous example of 3 persons laying the bricks. I think all of you must have heard about it. They were asked what they were doing. One said that he is earning his livelihood. The other one said that he is laying bricks. And the third one said that he is building a beautiful building. The mason who gave this reply that he is building a beautiful building is involved in the process of construction. He wants that because of his contribution, a good building should come up. He will give various suggestions to the owner. A mason who says that earning livelihood, all that matters is that 500 rupees or 600 rupees that he is going to get at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if the wall collapses very next day. So, and then earning livelihood, and then another mason says I am building a building, then he is neutral. Similarly, in the case of teachers, professors, one teacher says that he is earning livelihood. The other teacher says that he is teaching. The third teacher says that I am shaping the future of my students. Now, the teacher who says that he is shaping the future of the students is involved in the process of teaching. There are teachers who take extra classes, comes on holiday, call the students home and teach. They want that because of their exertion, their efforts, the students should score well and the university should get good result and reputation. A teacher who says that he is earning livelihood, it doesn't matter whether the students learn or not. In Himachal Pradesh, when I was IG Vigilance, we have arrested some teachers in Sirmaur district. They have kept what is called Badlu teachers. I have also learned that concept for the first time. I was ignorant about it. Badlu teacher means this fellow is getting, let us say, 40,000 rupees salary for teaching, and he has kept a teacher for 4,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees to teach. That teacher teaches, and this fellow, out of his income of 40,000, gives him that money, 5,000. It's just like keeping a house help or something. Where is the commitment? There is no commitment. All that matters is money. Similarly, even in police, one SHO says that I am earning livelihood. The other one says that I am enforcing law. The third one says that I am responsible for the safety and security of the people of my area. There is a sense of commitment. He exerts. He moves around in the whole night. If somebody's house is burgled, he feels as if his own house is burgled. There is a sense of commitment. The reply that we give regarding our profession itself speaks volumes about our contribution to the organization. Have a right kind of attitude in life. You can contribute to the society. That's the object. That is the main purpose of life. Our attitude basically depends on 4 E's. The first E is education. The second is experience. The third is environment. And last one is expectation. I don't know whether I should explain this, whether it is relevant for you right now or not, but still I would like to explain it to you. The type of university in which you studied, the type of teachers that you had. So education is both informal and formal education. The informal is what you learn from your parents, teachers, elders, religious heads, and so on. The formal education is what you study in your school, college, university. The type of university, type of teachers, they motivate you. They bring you up in life. That matters. Of course, you can acquire education through the social media or through the internet also. That is also possible now. Education. Experience. As you gain experience, in government service particularly, your attitude changes. I don't want to give examples. It will take a lot of time. Then environment. The working environment in America is different and in India is different. Everywhere it is different. So even in India, it is different in Tamil Nadu, different in Punjab. So working environment also refers to the this home environment, the judiciary, the media, the executive, all the circumstances under in which you work. Then comes the expectation, whether your expectations are met or not met. Both ways, it changes your attitude. That's the reason my daughter, she refused to write civil service exam. She was in LSR, Delhi, studied economics. And of course, she went to Columbia University in New York. And she got admission in London School of Economics, Cambridge, etc. So she says that I have seen you, that here, you can't do what you expect you to do. There are so many hurdles. I have seen your plight of fighting with the system. I don't want to do it, but in America, the merit is recognized, and they recognize merit and merit and merit and nothing else. So there are a lot of examples I can give about her also, how she came up in life. But anyhow, that is now irrelevant. But what I would like to say is that in America, at the age of 32 or 35, you can become CEO of a company. It's not possible in bureaucracy here. You have to slowly move and, resist the system if you want to really trying to do something good. It's a different working atmosphere here. Now, then expectation. These are the 4 E's: education, experience, environment, and expectation decides our attitude in life. Now, can we change our attitude? The answer is yes, we can. But is it easy to change our attitude? The answer is it's very, very difficult to change your attitude. If you are a drunkard, it's very difficult to change your habit. But you have to have a strong will to change. And then you should know the principles involved in the change of attitude. And then you should practice those principles in your day-to-day life. So these are the 3 things regarding the requirement for change of attitude. The first principle, let me explain the principle. I will presume that all of you have developed will to change. Will, strong will. I must change. The first principle is love your profession. Like the things that you are required to do. If you have chosen electronics, take interest in electronics. Once you have taken a subject, you have to develop interest in that subject. Now, once you have taken something, you don't grumble that I should have taken commerce, I should have done this, I should have done that. No, that's not correct. You have taken a subject, decide well in advance before taking that subject. Once you take that subject, you must totally dedicate yourself to that subject. You should develop passion. The Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, one of the things that he says is, when you do things with passion, you make wonders. What is the famous sentence he said? When you do things with passion, you make wonders. That's what Apple products today known for. It was passionately made. Everyone wants Apple laptop, iPad, iPhone. Worldwide, you can't imagine, wherever you go, you find Apple, Apple, Apple. He did it with passion. That applies to all of us. What do you expect a cook to do? Passion to prepare good food. And if he all the time grumbles that I should have become a clerk, I should have become a bank clerk or this, that, my fate is destiny made me to cook, and he curses his profession all the time, you will not be able to eat the food that he prepares. We say, "Maa ka haath ka bana hua khana." The passion for the child, the love for the child turns into taste when she prepares. She prepares passionately. If you are expecting a cook to love his profession, a barber to love his profession, a carpenter to love his profession, in whichever organization you are, your organization also expects you to learn your profession. The public, if you are in a public service, public expect you to love your profession. We don't have to change the whole world. No one can change the world except the one who has made this world. It's not your cup of tea or my cup of tea. Let's understand our limitations. Let us know our limitations. If you are a teacher, just if you change the life of one student, two students, few students, good enough. Try to develop satisfaction in that. We don't have to think big all the time. There was one constable in Delhi. He was doing his night patrolling sincerely. He found little bit of hair coming out of tandoor, climbed up, pulled the hair, small piece of skull came, and that's how the entire tandoor murder case was worked out. The starfishes used to come on the seashore. One boy was lifting the starfishes and throwing it back into the ocean. The other person asked, there are thousands miles together, how much you can throw it back? He said, tides are receding. Due to want of water, these starfishes die. So he lifted one, showed it to him. Look into the eyes of this starfish. It will make difference to this particular starfish. Threw it into the ocean back. And it saved that starfish. That should be our attitude. Let it be one individual, few individuals. If you can make difference in their lives, do it. If you can, if that can have an impact on that person, have that satisfaction. That's the reason I come to this kind of situation. If somebody invites, all right, if I can make some impact, I may not, but I make an effort. Dr. Abdul Kalam, when he came to Shimla, he was addressing students at Peterhof in Shimla. I was DIG range at that time, overseeing the arrangements. He was addressing students. One student asked how to get happiness and contentment in life. Dr. Kalam said, I used to have a teacher called Siva Subramaniam Iyer. Very simple teacher. Simple dress, simple food. But when it comes to teaching, he used to teach science. He used to take extra classes. He used to, when he was explaining how the birds are flying, the students didn't understand. He called all of them to Rameshwaram beach and showed actually how the bird takes off, how it floats, how it descends down, and how it lands. He had the patience. If the students do not, all these weak students, he used to call home and teach them. And he used to take extra classes, comes on holiday. He used to call students home, offer them tea, snacks from his pocket, teach them. He wants good result for the school. Even after the students pass out, he used to write letters to them, guide them. And he is always a happy man. One of my students is a radiologist. Another one is settled in UK. Another one another one became a scientist. Abdul Kalam got Padam Shri. This, that, all the time happy man, because his students are achieving something. Now, Dr. Abdul Kalam says, although right now I am President of India with all the perquisites and paraphernalia around me, still my teacher, Siva Subramaniam Iyer, used to be happier than me. Now, what better example anyone can give than this? The President of India, with all the perquisites, say that the teacher was happier than me. The happiness comes with total commitment to one's profession, the dedication to one's profession. And that teachers can derive. And that helps the students to develop themselves. The second principle is, see always good in others, talk good about others, think good about others, think doing something good to the society, and do good to others. Don't talk ill about others. Sai Baba says, when you speak good about someone, the goodness latent in us will sprout and blossom. And that is also true. If you speak evil about somebody, the evilness in us will sprout and blossom. We become good and bad depending on what we speak about others. Do good to others. Don't judge people by their external appearance. Appearance can be deceptive. Don't quickly jump to conclusion about others. If others have to change, we have to change. This is difficult to understand, so I'll give you one example, which I have been giving elsewhere also. I will speak in Hindi. So the entire taste will come if I speak in Hindi only. Here, this particular example. एक सास और बहू को आपस में नहीं बनती, रोज एक दूसरे को गालियां देना, टॉर्चर देना कॉमन था। बहू का इरादा बड़ा साफ है, सास चंगी होवे नहीं तो फोटो टंगी हो। तो उसका एक दोस्त है जड़ी बूटी बेचने वाला, उसके पास गई तो कहने लगी कि मैं इस सासू माँ से बड़ा तंग हो गई हूँ, मुझे एक ऐसी चीज दे दो जो चाय में डालते ही सासू माँ का सांस जो है खत्म हो जाए। वो जड़ी बूटी वालों ने कहा ये मेरे पास है, मैं दे सकता हूं, लेकिन डाउट आएगा, कहीं पुलिस वाले डाउट करके पकड़े अंदर ना ठोक दे, इसलिए मैं एक दूसरी चीज देता हूं, रोज चाय में डाल के सासू माँ को पिलाओ और 1 महीने में कमजोर होते होते सासू माँ खत्म हो जाएगी। लेकिन डाउट नहीं आना चाहिए तुम्हारे ऊपर, तो इसलिए बीच में सासू माँ को बना के रखना आप, ताकि कोई यह ना कहे कि बहू ऐसी काम कर सकती है। बहू ने कहा कि ये आइडिया बहुत बढ़िया है, तो शी गेव द फर्स्ट डोज ऑफ टी, चाय सासू माँ को पिलाई। फिर थोड़ा सा डरने लगी कहीं पता तो नहीं लगेगी, तो उसने कहा कि सासू माँ 11 बजे हो गया, मैंने सोचा आपको थोड़ा जूस बना के लाती हूँ, तो ये जूस पी लीजिए। सासू माँ ने हैरान हो गई कि ठीक 11 बजे तो रोज गालियां शुरू होती है, आज जूस लेके आई, तो खुश हो गई। तो अगला दिन कोई और तरीका ढूंढा। उसी दिन शाम को सासू माँ बड़ी थकावट हुई होगी आपको दिन भर काम करके, तो मैं जरा पैर दबाऊं आपके। अब सासू माँ सोचने लगे कि आजकल पता नहीं सूरज कहाँ से उदय होता है अस्त होता है, तो फिर भी अगला दिन या उसके अगला दिन इसने एक और तरीका ढूंढा। सासू माँ ये जो सूट आपने पहनी है ये तो आपको एकदम जचता है, इसमें तो कोई कह ही नहीं सकता है कि आपका उम्र 80 साल है, इसमें तो मैक्सिमम 38 लगता है उम्र। अब सासू माँ बड़ा खुश हो गई कि, तो इसी तरह करते करते जब हफ्ता 10 दिन हो गया, सासू माँ बोलने लगी कि मेरी बहू अच्छी है, मुझे गलतफहमी हुई है। तो जब 15 दिन हो गया, सासू माँ बोलने लगे कि मैं तो किस्मत वाली हूं, इतनी अच्छी बहू मिली है। उधर गुप्ता का घर देखो, अग्रवाल का घर देखो, बुरा हाल है। आई होप देयर इज नो गुप्ता और अग्रवाल हियर। सो जब 25 दिन हो गया, सासू माँ बहू का काम, बहू सासू माँ का काम। जब 30 दिन हो गया, सासू माँ और बहू एक दूसरे को छोड़ ही नहीं सकते आधा घंटा से, इतना प्यार मोहब्बत। वो बहू ने सोचा कि अब लास्ट डोज दे दिया, वो जड़ी बूटी वाले के पास गई और कहने लगे कि कल सवेरे ये सासू माँ मर जाएगी, मैंने सारा डोज दे दिया, ये तो इतनी अच्छी सासू माँ है कि कुछ तो करो ताकि ये जिंदा रहे, मैं चाहती हूं कि इसके साथ रहना। तो जड़ी बूटी वालों ने कहा कि ये मुझे पहले ही पता था, इसलिए मैंने शुरू में ही तंदुरुस्ती का टॉनिक दिया था। So, what do we learn from this example? We have to change. If the behavior of others have to change, we have to change ourselves. The change should start within us. When you point towards someone with one finger, 3 fingers are pointing towards you. That means thrice introspection is necessary before criticizing anybody. That's why Mahatma Gandhi said, you be the change which you wish to see in the world. Change should start with us. Baba said that if you have righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. If there is beauty in the character, then there is harmony in the house. If there is harmony in the house, there is order in the nation. And if there is order in the nation, then there is peace in the world. All said the same, that the things should start with us. Look the whole world in a different angle. See only the good part of it. Something bad is happening because someone is paying for his karma. But see only the good. Think that way and try to do something good to the society. The third principle is don't procrastinate or delay whatever good you want to do. कुछ लोग सोचते हैं कि अभी तो मेरा पढ़ाई होने दो, अभी मेरा सेटल होने दो, मेरा बच्चे सेटल होने दो. ऐसा कहते कहते जिंदगी निकल जाती. If you want to do something good, do it immediately, instantaneously. Because Dr. Devi Shetty says, as he says, when you have the good intention, you don't know how you have accomplished that task. He was having good intention of giving, making free heart surgeries. He got some land outskirts and he was genuine. So rich people started going today, and he's doing free surgeries for poor people. His intention became true, the good intention. Whenever anybody has a good intention, the divine help comes. We have to believe in that. There are a lot of examples one can, not only Devi Shetty, other people also. Start something with good intention. If you want to start a startup or whatever it is, do something. Do something good always. Always think how we will be remembered. We'll be remembered for what? Alfred Nobel, who started Nobel Prize. You know how he started Nobel Prize? Why he started Nobel Prize? One early morning, Alfred Nobel saw a dream in which he dies. And one or two newspapers have written, Alfred Nobel is no more. Inventor of dynamite dies, etc. Small article. So he opened his eyes and suddenly he thought that he is alive. He was so happy that he is alive. So what he did was, he thought that I should be remembered. I have to do something. Otherwise, my life is a waste. What is the use of this much, so much of money? So he invested his entire wealth for the institution of Nobel Prize. Continued to earn and continued to invest, and today he is remembered, and he is going to be remembered forever. Now we should also think how we can be remembered. Try to do something good in the life so that people remember you. It's possible. The next principle is continuously upgrade your skill and knowledge. Knowledge is not stagnant. It's keep on changing. Every profession, teaching profession, doctors, police. You have to update your knowledge and skill. It cannot be the same old. Cyber crime today, they use new methods of cheating people and extracting money. The police can't sit idle. I have learned in 95 and that is enough. No. Supreme Court judgments, today judgment comes. Immediately it is enforceable. You have to know what are the judgments which has come. Every day judgments come. That is enforceable. Police have to know, have to study. Doctors, the recent inventions in treatment diagnosis, he has to update his skill or knowledge. And the knowledge, and you have to keep on reading books. Even people like me, I say, one should read at least 30 pages in a day, minimum, so that your thought process is diverted on something else. You start thinking about it. Read good books, anything that's your choice. But read. The knowledge that we acquire should be reflected in character, commitment, conviction, confidence, courage, and courtesy. What is character? We should speak what we think. We should do what we speak. The synchronization of thought, words, and deeds. That's what Swami Vivekananda says. Kaya, vacha, manasa should be same. Karmanyekam, vachasekam, manasekam, mahatmana. If it is same, he is a good person. Karman anaikyam, vachas anaikyam, manas anaikyam, duratmana. If it is different, he is a bad person. So, synchronization. He is called a credible man. Watch the spelling of watch. Baba says, WATCH, watch, stands for words, action, thought, character, and heart should be synchronized, same. So, in so many places it is mentioned. Such people who follow this are called credible people. Never lie something in your life. Never do something and say something. And your thought, words, and deeds should be same. Again, I can give a number of examples, I skip it. And then character, commitment to any organization comes with the knowledge. Conviction of doing things, confidence of doing things, courage to do things will come with the knowledge. All starts with C. Character, commitment, conviction, confidence, courage, and courtesy. Last, courteous. If you see, I have met Abdul Kalam, he's very courteous man. No trace of ego or arrogance in him, with all the knowledge. No ego, no arrogance. A tree with full of fruits bends. A tree without having anything is straight. The knowledgeable men are bowing always. They're courteous. Vidya dadhati vinayam. The knowledge should end with a courteous behavior. If you are arrogant, if you are rude, all that I can say is that you have only studied, but you are not knowledgeable. There is a difference in simply studying and being knowledgeable. The knowledge has to come with courtesy. भगवान को भी हम कहते हैं अखिलम मधुरम नयनम मधुरम श्रवणम मधुरम मधुराधिपति. We say everything is madhur. एक example है, I think it will take time, but still I will give you. How much is the time I can spend? 20 minutes I should wind up. Okay. Then I will skip this example. So you have to be courteous. So this is the upgradation of skill and knowledge. You see, Abraham Lincoln said that if I get 6 hours to cut a tree, cut a forest, trees in the forest, I will spend 5 hours in sharpening the saw. The sharpening saw is something similar to updating our skill and knowledge. The next principle is positive thinking and positive attitude. Whatever the circumstances in life. As your earlier speaker said that if you fail also, doesn't matter. Never lose heart. Never commit suicide if you lose some stage in life, let us say. Life gives you a lot of opportunity. Life is very precious. We should make use of it. Never lose hope. Amitabh Bachchan at one point of time lost everything. When his company ABCL was not able to pay the dues, the Canara Bank was about to auction his house. From that stage, he fought back and came up in life. There is always rays at the end of the tunnel. So be positive and try to help others. King Bhartrhari, he classified all human beings into 4 categories. The first category people are those who always think about others. The second category people think of themselves and also that of others. The third category people only think of themselves. And the last category of people, those who derive happiness in hurting others. दूसरों को तंग करने में मजा लेने. What is ragging in colleges, hostels? तंग करना, मजा करो. That is the worst form of human beings. So we have to upgrade ourselves from one stage to the other. We can't. Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Acharya Vinoba Bhave, Dr. Baba Amte, Dr. Devi Shetty, etc. They are the first category people. Baba says, help ever, hurt never. Same thing has been condensed by Baba. And it is already there in our scriptures. Maharshi Vedavyasa said, Ashtadasha Puranesu Vyasaya Vachanadvayam, Paropakaraya Punyaya Papaya Parapedam. 18 Puranas ka gist, I am telling you only in 2 sentences. दूसरों को मदद करना पुण्य है, तंग करना पाप है. इतना जानो भाई, आपको 18 पुराण पढ़ाने की भी जरूरत नहीं. यही जिस्ट है. When you help others, you feel something good within. During Corona, I have seen the Sardars, the Gurudwaras. When it was necessary, they converted into oxygen langar. The first time. When the need arose, they started oxygen langar. Another Gurudwara sold all his gold to help people. People can do that extent. You don't find a single Gurudwara in the whole world which do not serve free food. They always think of the people who are needy. There are people like that. The next principle is keep the company of good people and stay away from negative influences. A person is judged not only by the company that he keeps, but also by the company that he avoids. We should avoid certain company. The drunkards, the drug addicts, the people who are believing in rumor mongers, manipulations, cheating in exams. These are all bad elements, even in university. Keep away from them. If somebody is a drug addict, you know that, keep away. A burning tree has to burn itself in isolation. Otherwise, it can burn the whole forest. A tree with fragrant flowers can send the fragrance across forest. The good qualities should spread. Next principle is live the present. Forgive and forget the past. When you brood over the past, when you are angry, you ruin your health. So live the present. See a beautiful mountain. The Vice Chancellor was explaining about the natural beauty here. Enjoy that. A glorious sunset, a glorious sunshine, a flower garden, a beautiful flower, a child's laughter, all these things. Everything in life is to be, life itself is to be enjoyed because our nature itself is a nature of bliss. Do that. So, live the present. Enjoy it every time. Life is to be enjoyed. Don't brood over, like, you are holding a glass of water like this. If you hold for 1 hour, it pains. 10 hours, much more pain. And 24 hours, impossible. So, what is the solution? Put the glass down. The basic thing is, are we putting the glass down? We are holding on to certain bad thoughts, brooding over. Something bad happened in your life. Again and again, if you remember, that will affect your health. Don't do that. Live the present. Nature is, or inherent nature is that of bliss. The next principle is accept what can't be changed and try to do everything which can be changed and have the wisdom to know the difference. That's what Reinhold Niebuhr says. जो चीज हमारे हाथ में नहीं है उसको एक्सेप्ट करो. अगर हमारे हाथ में कुछ है तो छोड़ना भी मत. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आप लोग If you can go for MPhil, if you can go for PhD, if you can go for a fellowship abroad, whatever you want to do it, go for it. Go for the toughest possible option. If something is possible, do it. Go for the tough. If you are in a faculty position, teaching profession, you should upgrade your skill and knowledge and degrees. I don't want to give more examples. The next principle is when you help others, you are helping yourself. Remember, helping others and helping yourself, there is absolutely no difference. If you want to help yourself, always help others. Again, I can give examples to explain. Next principle is keep your ego as low as possible. Don't have high, when a person says, I want peace, Baba says, just remove I and remove want, desires. The peace is already within yourself. Look at small children, they play, they knock down one another. After some time, they share whatever they have brought, they eat. If he has got 5 chocolates, he distributes to 5, all of them. They have forgotten. Hum nahi kar sakte. When the same children, when they grow up, if they fight, they remember. If they have something, they won't share. The ego and the desire is the root cause for realizing the peace that is within us. In Bhaja Govindam, it is said that Makuru Dhanajana Yavana Garvam Harati Nimishat Kala Sarva. Makuru Garvam, don't be proud of. What? Dhana Jana Yavana. That I am young, mere paas paisa hai and manpower hai. Harati Nimishat, jab time comes, everything goes away. When time comes. This is the sloka of Shankaracharya, says in Bhagavad Gita, Bhaja Govinda. The next principle is always think this also shall pass. The ups and downs, trials and tribulations, etc., passing clouds, they pass. New cloud comes. So nothing is permanent. When something bad happens, don't be discouraged. There was a student in Shimoga in Karnataka. He committed suicide when Atal Bihari Vajpayee was defeated in 1984 Lok Sabha election. He was a great fan of Vajpayee. He couldn't bear the grief. He committed suicide. Now, had the boy not committed suicide, had he been alive, he would have seen a day when Vajpayee was Prime Minister of this country for 6-7 years. The boy didn't see that day because he didn't have that attitude called, this also shall pass. Everything will pass. Don't be too euphoric if something good happens, or don't be too sad when something bad happens. And lastly, keep yourself physically fit. The physical fitness leads to mental alertness, particularly students. If you spend time in physical fitness, do whatever you want to do. That's up to you. There are so many options. There are Ramdev, Ravi Shankar Prasad ji, then Sri Ravi Shankar. Or we have whatever, you can even do Pokemon Go also, whatever you want to do it, but keep yourself physically fit. A student, if he spends time in some football or volleyball or running, jogging, and then he studies, he can study better. That's what Swami Vivekananda says. A football champion is closer to heaven than a man who recites Gita. He says a football champion can understand Gita better. That means basically physically fit person is always in a happy state of mind and he can always grasp better. These are the principles that I spoke. We have tremendous potential within us. We are not realizing that potential. Something is stopping us. The inner spark is not there. One example I give, and then I will conclude. The example is, there was a student in America who wanted to get selected in a football match. He didn't play well, he was thrown out. Now, he and his father used to come next day also. The father used to sit somewhere, boy used to loiter here and there, and they went back. They came back on 3rd day, 4th day. On the last day of selection, the boy came alone and he said, today you give me a chance, I will prove my worth. The coach said that you were thrown out on the first day. You didn't play well. The boy weeps, cries, begs. Finally, the coach sympathizes. All right, I'll give you a chance. Play. This boy kicks the ball into goal after goal. The wonderful play none had ever seen. At the end of the game, the coach asked, what made you to play like this today? The boy said that my father was blind. I don't have my mother. I loved my father so much that just to make him happy, I told him I am through the first round, through the second round, third round. And yesterday he died. Now he is watching me from above. I can't disappoint him. I can't cheat him anymore. I can't make him sad. To make him happy, I played and I could hit the ball into goal. That instinct of playing, the skill of playing was there in that boy on the very first day itself. He didn't realize that potential because there is something was lacking. The love for his father and death of his father made him to do that performance. This is true. That means initially he realized only 10 or 15% of his capacity, and because of father's death, he realized 90, 95% of his capacity, he could do well. That's true in all of us. We are all using only 10, 15% of our actual capacity. When you use full, you can contribute a lot to organization and to general public. Now, I just would like to end by saying, there was a famous film star, actress, who was in her peak of her career. She was diagnosed suffering from uterus cancer. So people started ditching her, and she went to New York for treatment. And there was one pathologist who used to come to her and say that this is something which you can cure yourself and you can live longer, you can fight back the cancer. She used to sit for 2-3 hours in the beginning, 2 hours, 1 hour, last. A busy pathologist, she used to come for half an hour and go. And last, when she recovered, of course, for 15 minutes. Finally, while leaving, that actress asked that pathologist, I didn't know you, and I may not meet you again. What made you to spend so much time and encourage? She said, I have done this for you because you will do the same to someone else. I will repeat the word of that doctor pathologist. I have done this for you because you will do the same to someone else. That's how the world moves. We get help, we help somebody, someone else helps us. Things move. That is a unity. That is a concept of universal brotherhood that we should feel. She came back. Of course, she started when Nepal got earthquake. She went there and helped people. She is doing that work even today. So, the greatest happiness, love, and friendship will come to you only if you genuinely give it to others. Let us take the example of a mother. Mother prepares kheer for the child. She has 3 options. One is to eat everything herself. Other one is to give 50% to the child and 50% herself. And the third option is to give entire kheer to the child and just watch the child enjoying the kheer. Now, every mother prefers the third option. That because greatest happiness lies in seeing others happy, making others. That's the real happiness. When Mother Teresa got Nobel Prize, we gave Bharat Ratna to her. She was honored in Delhi. She was invited for a luncheon. And when the dignitaries were sitting and she started serving everybody, everyone said, what about your food? She says, today is Thursday. Every Thursday I remain on fast. They said, you should have told us earlier. We would have fixed on some other day. She says, if it is some other day, then I don't have the chance of serving you, the dignitaries. For Mother Teresa, happiness means just seeing happiness in others. Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar. He studied Sanskrit law and English in Calcutta and became a lecturer in Williams College. When he came home, he saw his mother is having only 2 saris and no jewelry. In a local festival, he sees all women are having better saris, better jewelry. So he went to his mother and said, okay, now that I am a lecturer, I can afford. Tell me what kind of jewelry you want, what kind of sari you want. His mother said that I want 3 kind of jewelry. He said, what? Tell us. He said, first, she said that I could send you far off to Calcutta and get you educated. Every mother can't do the same, establish a school in this very village or adjacent school, village. Promised. The second one, she says that I see children die due to want of Medicare. Establish a medical institution, this very village or adjacent. I don't want to see the children dying anymore. Promised. The third one is drinking water supply. And then his mother says, I will continue to wear these 2 world saris without jewelry. Never feel ashamed to call me your mother. Your education is meant for the society. Keep your ego as low as possible and serve the society. That's all I expect you from. The words of mother hit like an arrow to the heart of Ishwarchand Vidyasagar, an eminent scholar who later on became principal of William College and inspector of schools in Bengal, started educational institutions and motivated rich and affluent ones to start education institutions. A great social reformer, when he was fighting in favor of widow remarriage, forced his son to marry a widow. Set an example. All these at a time much before even birth of Gandhi. When Gandhi was a small child, he asked his mother how to get happiness and contentment in life. His mother said, if you save one life and wipe out the sufferings of a few, you get complete satisfaction in life. That's what made Gandhi to do whatever all that he has done. Same was the case with Satya Sai Baba. His mother wanted a small well in the village. That well is still there. It never dries up. He constructed that well. Then drinking water supply to whole of Puttaparthi, Anantapur district, entire Rayalaseema, even to city of Chennai by augmenting Pundi Reservoir. His mother wanted a small dispensary in the village. He established that dispensary. Then a super specialty hospital in Puttaparthi, Prashanti Nilayam and Whitefield in Bangalore. They do lakhs of heart surgeries and brain surgeries free of cost, even now, even today, and free of cost, even for attendants. Accompanying. His mother wanted a small school. He established the school, college, university, college for women, and that university today, the only university in India which has been accredited as A++ by NAC, because of the character that is being developed in that university. The children, the MBAs even refuse crores of rupees offer abroad to serve in villages. They are not after money. And wherever you find the alumni of that university, they wear simple white dress and very simple, well-mannered. Even mothers want their daughters to be married off to alumni of that university because character is something developed, assured, guaranteed. When Abraham Lincoln was a small child, the other children used to make fun of him because of lack of clothes. His mother said, it's not the clothes which is important. Your character, your dedication, hard work, your patriotism, which is going to take you to the heights in life. The words of mother made Abraham Lincoln to become the President of America despite several failures in between. When he was to take oath as the President of America, he said, all that I am today and all that I was earlier and all that I will be in future will be because of my angel mother. One of the highly respected US presidents. In Washington, there are only 2 memorials. One is for Martin Luther King and other one is for Abraham Lincoln. That's why it is said that all great men have become great because of their great mothers. It is also said that God didn't want to manifest himself at all places at all time. He created mothers. There are a number of examples you can give. I have seen doctors giving blood 50, 60 times to save lives. They don't publicize. There are people, good people. When you sacrifice for the sake of others, it can increase your longevity. It can be scientifically proved. The giving blood will increase the longevity. It can be, and other benefits, health benefits. Giving blood gives a lot of health benefits to yourself. And it can be quoted by scriptures. In Rigveda, it is said that na karmana na prajaya dhanena tyagena ikena amritatva manusha. The long-lasting happiness comes neither by progeny, children, nor by rituals, nor by wealth. It comes alone by selfless sacrifice. If you want long-lasting happiness, go for selfless sacrifice. One can give real-life examples. John D. Rockefeller was a billionaire in America. He made billions of dollars through oil refineries and other business. His only aim in life is to make money, and he made money. At the age of 48, he was diagnosed suffering from advanced stage of cancer. The doctor said that Rockefeller can't live more than 8-9 months. Rockefeller thought, what to do with money in 8-9 months? He started distributing his wealth to the needy people. Started Rockefeller Foundation of Health, Rockefeller Foundation of Education. Rockefeller University was established. Rockefeller Fellowship Stipend just moved around the world and gave it to the patients, peasants, children, just students, just distributed. With the distribution of wealth, he started improving himself. His cancer disappeared. He lived up to 98 years. It's a historical fact. You can go through the internet, search today itself about this. You will find this is the truth. The distribution of his wealth for the society just removed his cancer. The radiology reports and pathology reports of showing him of having cancer and disappearance of cancer is still available in America. So a selfless sacrifice can not only prevent, it can even wipe out if it has entered a malignant disease like cancer. That's why Winston Churchill says, you can just live by getting and collecting, but you can make your life worth by giving. Let us give something back to the society. A tree gives so much back to the society. It gives shade. It gives oxygen. It takes carbon dioxide, which you don't want. Fruits, flowers. Even after the fall of a tree, every bit of the tree is useful. Our dead body is a liability to our relatives. If you can't be of some use while we are alive, then what for we should live? We should introspect this question. Now, Dr. Chavan has given me 20 minutes time, 20 minutes is over. I would conclude by saying only one thing. Our freedom fighters cherished the ideal, live and let live. All that I am saying at the end of this talk to the beginners here is, let us extend it. Live, let live, and help live. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So, sir has shared the life lessons and teachings of so many renowned personalities of Satyasri Sai Baba ji, and so many wonderful things. And there are not many times in your life when you get to hear from such revered personalities. So you should feel lucky that you are here, present here, and you got a chance to listen to sir. Thank you so much for sparing your valuable time, sir. Now, with due respect, I would like to call upon stage our registrar, Mr. Balram Jha, sir, to please deliver his vote of thanks.
Namaskar. A warm afternoon to all. Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, and Professor Dr. Ramesh Chauhan, sir, respected deans, HODs, worthy professors, teachers, and respected our chief guest, Sri S.R. Mardi, IPS, the former DGP of Himachal Pradesh, member of management committee, member of media team, students, NCC cadets, parents, ladies and gentlemen. As a registrar of APG University, it is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks and acknowledge the efforts of the APG fraternity to make this student orientation program for the freshers, as you all worked really hard to make this program, to greet our loving students, to commence their study better here at APG Shimla University. A special mention to Honorable Pro-Chancellor Dr. Ramesh Chaudhary sir, Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Ramesh Chauhan sir, being the catalyst that stimulated us to do our best in standing as a pillar of strength to lead the APG Shimla University as their nature nurtures young minds. On behalf of myself and all APG fraternity, I extend heartily vote of thanks to the chief guest, Sri S.R. Madi, IPS. Respected sir, you spared time from your busiest schedule to grace our students. It is an opportunity to all of us to hear your valuable thoughts, and this will surely be going to ignite us and our students to service of the nation and the society. I would like to thank all the students for actively participating in the student orientation program. Respected parents, most importantly, we are thankful to you that you have kept the trust in APG Shimla University. Once again, with a deep sense of appreciation, I thank our loving students for participating in the orientation program. Thank you all. Jai Hind, Jai Himachal.
Thank you so much, sir. So with this, we end the day one of our orientation session, and we will be meeting back again tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the auditorium. And I request all the students who still haven't registered themselves, please go outside. There's a help desk for registration. Kindly get yourself registered. Thank you so much. And there will be snacks provided to the students. So kindly go and enjoy your snacks now. Thank you so much.